Help us. Hundreds deported from us held in Panama Hotel. Detention of migrants in Panama Hotel. A room at the luxury Decápolis Hotel in Panama City. Two girls hold a piece of paper to the window with a written message. Please help us. The hotel, known for its sea views, two exclusive restaurants, a swimming pool, and a spa, has been repurposed as a temporary custody center for 299 undocumented migrants deported from the U.S. The Panamanian government announced this on Tuesday. Some of the migrants inside the hotel raised their arms and crossed them at the wrists, signaling that they are deprived of their freedom. Others display messages reading, "We are not safe in our country." The deportation of these migrants is part of the Trump administration's broader pledge to expel millions who crossed into the U.S. illegally. These individuals arrived in Panama on 3 flights last week, following an agreement between Panama's President José Raúl Mulino and the U.S. government to use Panama as a bridge country for deportees. Among the 299 migrants, hailing from India, China, Uzbekistan, Iran, Vietnam, Turkey, Nepal, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Sri Lanka, only 171 have agreed to return to their countries of origin. The fate of the remaining individuals remains uncertain and is in the hands of Panamanian authorities. Officials have stated that those unwilling to return to their homelands will be transferred to a camp in the Darien province, an area that has temporarily housed migrants attempting to cross the jungle on their way to the U.S. Tightened security measures. Normally, tourists can enter and leave the Decápolis Hotel freely. However, security measures have been significantly strengthened, with heavily armed members of the Panamanian National Air Naval Service stationed both inside and outside the building. From the street, laundry is visible hanging from a window, including a yellow Los Angeles Lakers basketball jersey with Kobe Bryant's number 24. Other windows show adults and children raising their arms with their thumbs in their palms, an international distress signal, while others hold up signs such as "Please save the Afghan girls." An Iranian woman living in Panama told the BBC that she was in contact with one of the migrants inside the hotel. The individual expressed fear over the possibility of being deported to Iran, where they could face government reprisals. The woman, who requested anonymity, offered her services as a Farsi translator but was turned away by authorities despite reports from migrants claiming that no translator was available. Using a hidden mobile phone, since contact with the outside world is reportedly prohibited. The Iranian migrant inside the hotel disclosed that several children were among those detained. Additionally, they have been denied access to legal counsel and are confined to their rooms, even for meals. Following initial media reports on the situation, security measures at the hotel were further tightened, and internet access for the migrants was cut off. Despite inquiries, both the Panamanian government and the Decápolis Hotel have declined to comment on the conditions within the facility. Minister of Public Security Frank Abrego defended the restrictions, stating that the government must ensure the safety and peace of Panamanians. A video circulating on social media shows a woman speaking in Farsi, describing how she was detained after crossing the U.S. border. She was told she would be taken to Texas, but instead found herself in Panama. She expressed fears for her safety if she were forced to return to Iran and voiced her intent to seek political asylum. Analysts note that obtaining asylum is difficult without legal representation, particularly after the Panamanian government announced that deportees would not be given legal assistance. Minister Abrego emphasized that the migrants are under Panama's temporary custody for their protection. He also stated that those refusing to return to their home countries must choose a third country for relocation. The International Organization for Migration, IOM, and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, are reportedly responsible for assisting with repatriation. An IOM spokesperson confirmed that the organization is working with local officials to provide essential support, assist with voluntary returns, and identify safe alternatives for those unable to return home. The spokesperson added, "While we have no direct involvement in the detention or restriction of movement of persons, we are committed to ensuring that all migrants are treated with dignity and following international standards." Panama agreed to act as a bridge country for deportees following a visit by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The agreement comes amid rising tensions over former President Donald Trump's threats to recover sovereignty over the Panama Canal. Experts such as Muzaffarishti from the Migration Policy Institute suggest that many deportees originate from nations that refuse to accept them back. That implies constant diplomatic negotiations, he said. By sending them to Panama, the U.S. is out of the picture. It becomes Panama's responsibility to handle negotiations for their return. This week, Costa Rica is set to receive a flight of deportees as part of a similar arrangement with Washington. Meanwhile, the Panamanian government is facing increasing scrutiny over its handling of the detained migrants. Human rights groups and media reports continue to shed light on the growing concerns regarding the migrants' legal limbo, confinement, and lack of resources. The Panamanian Ombudsman's Office was expected to provide further details on the deportees' situation, while the UN and IOM continue efforts to address the humanitarian crisis unfolding at the Decápolis Hotel. I am Jojo Uwimana. Thank you for watching KG Pro TV.